listening to Boogie Nights, the ultimate 70s, 80s, and 90s radio show on Cool 98.3.
All right, welcome to Boogie Nights, the ultimate 70s, 80s, and 90s radio show. I'm Dave Pena.
And I'm Sobal. Let's get this party started!
City. It's Thursday night. You're tuned into Boogie Nights Radio, the ultimate 70s, 80s, and 90s radio show. Right here on Cool 98.3.
Drop the bomb on me, stretch it, flex it. Give me the permission, okie dokie, I'll bless it. Bless it like Buddha as the best. We can lay down after love and put your head on my chest.
Joey Dino, and you're tuned into Boogie Nights Radio, the ultimate 70s, 80s, and 90s radio show, right here on Cool 98.3. Boogie Nights Radio, hosted by Dave Pena and So Val, right here on Cool 98.3.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay. I don't know why I did the things I did. I don't know why I said the things I said. Pride's like a knife, it can cut deep inside. Words are like weapons, they wound sometimes. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you. You'd stay if I could reach the stars. I'd give them all to you. Then you love me like you used to do. If I could turn back time, my world was shattered, I was torn apart. Like someone took a knife and drove it deep in my heart. You walked out that door, I swore that I didn't care, but I lost everything, darling, there and there. Too strong to tell you I was sorry, too proud to tell you I was wrong. I know that I was blind, and darling, if I could turn back time.
And now, our next guest, Steven Andrade, one of the most talented and well-known Cher impersonators in the world. His stage shows in Atlantic City became one of AC's longest-running and most successful shows. Not only has he performed for millions of people around the world, but he has also performed and doubled for Cher herself. He has entertained on TV shows, casinos, corporate events, nightclubs, and graced the pages of People, In Touch, Vanity Fair, Page Six, and the Rolling Stones magazine. Here he is, Steven Andrade.
Steven Andrade, famous Cher impersonator. Thank you so much for joining us here on Boogie Nights Radio. How are you doing?
I am doing great. And how are you, Dave? You're my bestest friend.
I feel good hearing you. So tell us what's been going on in your world as a Cher impersonator.
Oh my God, it's been a whirlwind for the after COVID happened. It just seemed like I think it started in June of 2021. I think is when it all started to come back normal. I did Vera Wang's birthday party and graced the pages of Page 6.
Nice.
And then after that, I've been going and going and going. And as we speak, I'm doing a book release party in Montclair, New Jersey. I'm actually getting ready right now. So if I sound a little hectic, there's a lot going on around me.
What was it like working with Cher?
It was, I can't really describe it in words. I don't think I've ever been so nervous, so excited in my life before or after that event, the first time that I was able to perform for her. And I didn't believe it was going to happen until she actually walked into the room. Because there was no way that I thought I would ever have the opportunity to not only meet Cher, but to perform for her. And she was so sweet and so kind and really thankful for what I was doing. And it was just such a beautiful experience. And I got to do it a couple more times after the first time I met her.
That is so cool. It must have been amazing.
Yes, it was. It really was.
What other celebrities have you worked with?
Well, one of the most famous celebrities that I know, his name is Dave Pena, and he owns Boogie Nights. He is
I think
such
I know
an
that guy.
amazing friend, let me tell you. And I've worked with a lot of people in my day, but Dave Pena is my main man. Anytime he asks me to come to Boogie Nights, I am there.
I appreciate it. Every time you play Boogie Nights, it's always a fantastic show.
Yep. This Saturday, May 20th, we have our Cher the Love, our annual event with Steven Andrade performing live as Cher.
And it's Cher's birthday,
Yes.
so we're going to do some very special costume changes and some music from the 80s, from possibly the 70s, and all the way to today.
Nice.
I'm very excited. Because, Dave, have you realized that we have worked together for over 13 years?
Wow.
I know. Time flies, man. We bounced around everywhere in the country. I think you were in, I don't know if you were in Iowa, or you were in Indiana. I definitely remember you were in Indiana.
Yes.
Because I was like your assistant on that tour.
Yes. I'll never forget
and Boogie Nights at Tropicana.
Was it Indianapolis?
No, we went to Lawrenceburg, Indiana at Hollywood Casino. And then we went, and then you've played many times at Boogie Nights at Tropicana, and that's where you're playing this weekend.
And actually, that led to so many different opportunities for me, and it was all because of Dave.
And here's the iconic Cher with Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
I was born in the wagon of a traveling show. My mama used to dance for the money they'd throw. Papa would do whatever he could. Preach a little gospel. Sell a couple bottles of Dr. Good. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves. We'd hear it from the people of the town. They'd call us gypsies, tramps, and thieves. But every night all the men would come around and lay their money down. Picked up a boy just south of Mobile, gave him a ride, filled him with a hot meal. I was 16, he was 21. Rode with us to Memphis, and Papa would have shot him if he knew what he'd done. Gypsies, tramps, and thieves, we'd hear it from the people of the town. They'd call us gypsies, tramps, and thieves. But every night all the men would come around and lay their money down.
And we're back on Boogie Nights Radio with Steven Andrade, world-famous Cher impersonator.
Steven, I really appreciate everything you do when you work with Boogie Nights and your loyalty to the Boogie Nights nightclub brand. But you also have your own brand, Divas.
Yeah, I have a theater show that's called Divas in a Man's World. It was lucky enough to be one of the longest-running and most successful theater shows in Atlantic City. I was working on Bravo Television with Andy Cohen. And then I got to meet, and then there was a thing with Joan Rivers, and then that led to me working side by side with Cher.
Let me ask you, how did you become a Cher impersonator? Was Cher your first impersonating gig, or did you do other characters as well?
No, I actually come from a family that's a lot of entertainers. So I guess I have it in my blood, but it was just such a freak experiment because when I first did a performance, I was begged for months to put on makeup and dress up as a woman. I was like, I will never do that. I am not that gay to do something like that. So finally, after 6 months, I was like, fine, I'll do it once. Just shut your mouth about it. All my friends kept on bugging me. And I did Alanis Morissette, who has long, straight black hair. So my friend from Temple Theater Department did my makeup. He did an amazing job, and then when he did my makeup and I put the black wig on, everybody was like, oh, my God, you look like Cher. And I didn't even really know who she was. I knew she was that lady that was naked on the battleship for Turn Back Time. But I didn't really know her song or her music and stuff. So, and after I was I was going to art school at the time, so I kind of had a knowledge of art and how to make things. And so I started making her costumes. And very soon after that, a big producer from Las Vegas shipped me off to be Cher in his casino show in Aruba, where I lived for 2.5 years. And here I am today.
So, Steven, this Saturday is our Cher the Love event in honor of Cher's birthday. We do it every year. We're so excited to have you back. What can our customers expect?
Thank you. Well, you are going to get a Cher experience like no other. You're going to get costume changes direct from Cher's concerts. These are costumes that were made by Bob Mackie, and then I spent months of my life remaking them. They're Swarovski crystals and lots of different leathers and boots and shoes and hairs. And so you're getting music from the 70s, from the 80s, from the 90s. So it's going to be a Cher extravaganza.
Steven Andrade, the greatest Cher impersonator in the world. Thank you so much for being on Boogie Nights Radio.
Oh, my God, and thank you so much for having me. We have such a massive history together, and I'm just so honored and so privileged.
DJ Joey Dino, and you're tuned into Boogie Nights Radio right here on Cool 98.3. For more music and more content, follow me on Instagram at Joey Dino Music.
Let the rhythm rock you, got you, sneak inside you, set your mind to move to its pulsation, bass vibration, sensation, pause. It's not in place, mind and body must be free to please take it all in, nothing to lose, everything to win. Let it control you, hold you, not the older, new. Touch it, taste it, free your soul and let it base you. Got to be what you wanna. If the group don't get you, the rival's gonna. I'm serious as cancer when I say rhythm is a dance.
Lift your hands and voices, free your mind. soul, yeah. And when I feel you, it feels like I'm in heaven. It goes on forever like a diamond or gold. And when I hear you calling, it's like heaven. I wait there forever till I'm out of the cold, yeah. And when I hear you calling, I'm in heaven. We'll be there together. No, I won't be alone. You got me fired up, fired up. You got me so, got me so, got me so. You got me fired up, fired up.
On this day in the year 1967, Rob Bass, American rapper, is born in Harlem, New York. Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock are best known for their 1988 hit, It Takes Two, a single that was a top 40 hit and has been certified platinum by the RIAA. Here it is, It Takes Two.
To get down, I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid, I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious, cause I'm a winner, no not a loser. To be an MC is what I choose. Ladies love me, girls adore me, I mean even the ones who never saw me like the way that I rhyme at a show. The reason why, man, I don't know, so let's go, cause listen up, cause I'm gonna keep you in step. I got an idea that I wanna share. You don't like it, so what? I don't care. I'm number one, the uno, I like calm. Bring all the suckers, cause all of them I'll stomp. Won't neglect, but I will protect all of my followers, cause all I want is respect. I'm not a boxer, but the man who rocks ya. A slick brother that can easy out fox ya. Cause I'm Bob, the last name Basis. And over mic, I'm known to be the freshest. So let's start, it shouldn't be too hard. I'm not a sucker, so I don't need a bodyguard. I won't fess, wear a bulletproof vest. Don't smoke Buddha, can't stand sex, yes. It takes two to make a thing go right. It takes two to make it out of sight.
Celebrate talent, diversity, and creativity at North to Shore, New Jersey's first ever statewide art extravaganza of music, comedy, poetry, theater, film, and technology. This epic, multifaceted event will showcase some of the world's most spectacular performers in Atlantic City, Asbury Park, and Newark over the course of 3 consecutive and extremely entertaining weeks in June. Atlantic City, June 4th through 11th, Asbury Park, June 14th through 18th, and Newark, June 21st through 25th.
You're listening to Boogie Nights, the ultimate 70s, 80s, and 90s radio show on Cool 98.3.
I'm Dave Pena, and I'm here with my co-host, Val.
And now, our next guest, Jenny Stine, a part of the team handling marketing across the board from print to digital and over the airways for North to Shore. Owner and founder of Fortune Web Marketing and Photobomb Productions, a full-service marketing and video production agency with offices in Asbury Park, Atlantic City, Los Angeles, and Burlington, Vermont. But a hometown Jersey girl having grown up between both AC and Asbury Park. Here she is, Jenny Stine.
Thank you so much, Jenny Stine, for being on Boogie Nights Radio. So excited to have you on. First of all, tell us about your business and what you do.
Sure, and thanks for having me. My business is Fortune Web Marketing and also Photobomb Production. So we are an everything you need marketing agency, including video and photo and live stream production. So we were tapped really to work with North to Shore because of our ties to Asbury Park and Atlantic City. I grew up in both areas, and I have to tell you, it has been such an honor and a pleasure to work with that entire team, including MJ Pack, the producers of the show.
Jenny, please tell us, what is North to Shore?
Well, North to Shore is a festival, and we get that a lot. You know, is it really a festival? How can it be called a festival if it's not in one city? one day or maybe over 2 days, and it has over 180 events that are part of it. Is it really a festival? And the answer is yes, but I like to call it more of an experience. I consider this the North to Shore experience, and it's a festival done Jersey style. We like to go big. We like to go bold. That's what we're known for, and that's what North to Shore is bringing to New Jersey. So it really showcases your big headlining acts on some of New Jersey's hottest and most popular stages. But what really sets this festival apart is the involvement from the community, right? Mm-hmm. It's not all about these big names coming in and taking the stage, say, at Prudential Center in Newark, the Stone Pony in Asbury Park, Boardwalk Hall down in Atlantic City. It's about every single other group of people in these communities and throughout the state that make Jersey tick and make Jersey what it is, right? We are chock full of talent here, from musicians to technology entrepreneurs to artists to comedians, you name it. We have all of that in the Garden State, and this is what it's about. It's really bringing forth to the rest of the world what Jersey is and what we're going to show everybody we excel at.
I can't wait for the festival. The fact that you're kicking it off in Atlantic City, and thank you so much for including Boogie Nights as part of the party.
We're excited at the Chelsea pool. That is a good one. Mm-hmm. I got married at the Chelsea, little side note.
I love that. On the 5th floor, yep.
That's awesome. That's great.
Can't wait to see that space activated. It's beautiful. It's amazing. We're really excited to come to your event and really get the word out there for you guys.
Have you been to Boogie Nights nightclub?
Yes, I have, David, many times. I think the last time was maybe a couple years ago with all my old high school girlfriends. So love it there. Can't wait to direct people your way, too. I think that just everything that you guys offer from Boogie Nights and Taney Productions is just a perfect fit for this festival. I mean, you were made for this, right? And we are more than thrilled to have you be part of this lineup. It's pretty epic.
And we're back with owner and founder of Fortune Web Marketing and Photobomb Productions, Jenny Stine, talking all things North to Shore.
You know what I love about North to Shore is the fact that you're hitting North Jersey, Central Jersey, and South Jersey. And it's like strength in numbers, and it really represents the Garden State because we really have the best talent, a lot of great events, and I think it's great to be able to do this, and it reminds me of South by Southwest.
Absolutely. The model is sort of South by Southwest, but really Jersey style, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it has way more events, way more community interaction and community engagement, and it really is showcasing what Jersey is all about. A lot of times we like to joke that North, Central, and South Jersey should be their own states, right? They're so different.
Believe me, I know.
Yeah. Exactly. We're so very different from each other. But here's the thing. We are all from Jersey, right? Whether we're born here, whether we moved here, we are all part of Jersey, and we have so much to offer. We are culturally diverse. We are talented. We are part of the arts. And every single event in these cities is really catered around that community engagement and what Jersey is, who we are, and what we bring to the table. And even though it might be in 3 different cities, this isn't a festival just for Atlantic City, Asbury Park, or Newark. This is a festival for the entire state. And everyone from New Jersey should be proud of this.
Mm-hmm. How did this project come about?
Well, it was a brainchild of the governor and the NJEDA. So the NJEDA has been doing amazing things for many years now, but the support that they have had, not just for the arts and economic development, and funding small businesses and grants, et cetera, has been phenomenal. And, they really came together and said, we need to do a festival. Whether it be injecting hundreds of millions of dollars, nobody knows that final number yet. This is the inaugural year. But whatever that final number may be, it's really about bringing this tourism aspect to the state, showcasing the Jersey artists, and really everything we're all about. So, the NJEDA is behind it, the governor is behind it, and they tapped NJPAC up in Newark, New Jersey Performing Arts Center to produce it. And I have never met a more awesome group of people in my life.
So let me ask you a question. Can we go city by city? So Atlantic City, what do you have on the bill?
We've got Janae Aiko with Jasmine Sullivan and Queen Naija at Boardwalk Hall. We've got Gavin DeGraw and Kobe Calais at Boardwalk Hall. We've got Ricardo Arjona, who is absolutely chart-topping on the Latin and Hispanic scene. He's amazing. I really, really urge everybody to come, to that show. It's incredible. We have Low Cut Connie at Anchor Rock Club, along with local punk acts like Molly Ringworm. We have Remember Jones doing his special Meatloaf tribute, Bad Out of Hell, at Resort. Mm-hmm. And it's not just about all those names, right, large or small, that take those big, or well-known stages in Atlantic City. It's really about everything else that we're engaging across the city, right? So events at Union Hall Arts, right down to your event at Boogie Nights, the Noyes Art Garage, right? There's murals being painted all over the city as part of this, right? We have the Backstop Bullies as part of Skate AC, right? Create 48 is involved. So it's really right down to the grassroots effort, to those big names that you can go jam to every single night.
I'm your boogie man, that's what I am. I'm here to do whatever I can. Be it early morning, late afternoon, or at midnight. It's never too soon to wanna please you, to wanna keep you, to wanna do it all for you. I wanna be your rubber ball. I wanna be the one you love most of all. Oh yeah. I'm the boogie man, I'm the boogie man. Turn me on. I'm the boogie man, I'm the boogie man. I'll do what you want. I'm the boogie man, I'm the boogie man. Turn me on. I'm the boogie man, I'm the boogie man. I'll do what you want. I'm your boogie man. That's what I am. I'm here to do whatever I can. Be it early morning, late afternoon.
What's lined up?
All right. Asbury Park is chock full of good stuff, too. A lot of shows there are actually sold out. So I really, really urge everybody to get on top of these tickets, not just in Asbury Park, but in all the other cities. They're running really low. But in Asbury Park, we've got Demi Lovato and the B-52s taking the summer stage at the Stone Pony. We just announced, because of hip-hop's 50th anniversary this year, time flies, right? Who would have thought? 50 years of hip-hop, but we just released or announced Eric B. and Rakim at the Stone Pony, which is huge.
That is really huge.
Oh, big time. And that lineup is not done yet. There's going to be a lot of other announcements that come with that show. It's a limited capacity, so that goes on sale Thursday at noon. So I urge everybody to get on that. And we also have the Wonder Bar, right? The Wonder Bar is right along the boardwalk.
I love that,
on
the
Ocean
Wonder
Ave
Bar.
there.
Yep.
Yep, great space. So we have Nicole Atkins. She always does a homecoming show. She's from our neighboring town, Neptune, New Jersey. We have the Smithereens with Marshall Crenshaw. That is sold out as well. There might be a handful of tickets that will be released closer to the date, but you never know. Nicole Atkins also is almost sold out. And we have a lot of local acts, too, like Dentist and Little Hag, Jared Clemens doing a tribute to Clarence Clemens. So there is so much good stuff. And again, we have it right down to the community level. We have Asbury Park Music Foundation doing Sundays on St. John's. We have lots of events throughout our art galleries all throughout the city. And, of course, Bill Nye at Asbury Lane. So chock full of stuff.
Asbury Park's really turned around. It's really become like, it's really changed, but at the same time keeps its identity. And I actually lived in Pier Village in Long Branch. So I would hang out in Asbury Park quite often. And it was so fantastic and artistic. It reminded me of the East Village in New York City.
It is. So growing up between Asbury Park and Atlantic City was pretty interesting for me. In a way, they're sister cities and very similar. And
very similar.
In many ways, they're very different. So yeah. I have to say, Asbury Park has always had what I call a heartbeat underneath the city. Even back, when it was going through its dark times, it actually has a nickname called the Dark City. And that was because, 80s, 90s, we went through that dark period. And I think every city needs to really go through that to kind of revitalize itself and really resurrect that heartbeat that always lives underneath of it. And Asbury Park has done just that. Couldn't be more proud of that city.
And now, one of our favorites from the North to Shore lineup, B-52s with Rock Lobster.
Someone reached in and grabbed it. What a rock lobster! Rock lobster! Rock lobster!
Newark, New Jersey has really blown up. Tell us who we got at the North to Shore in Newark.
Okay, so at North to Shore, we have Alanis Morissette, we have Bill Burr, we also have Janae Aiko and Jasmine Sullivan playing at Prudential Center. We have Natalie Merchant, Southside Johnny, who's a true Jersey boy. We love him. He's almost sold out as well. We also have the community events, such as Newark Museum, right, the Black Creative Economy, that's just been released as well today. A lot of different places in Newark are going to be engaged. And I have to say that the community in Newark is just as strong as the community that I see in Atlantic City and Asbury Park, sometimes even stronger. And there are these beautiful, hidden gems and just areas of Newark that are spectacular and stunning. And I think that if I had to spend 3 days in Newark, I would be more in awe and I would never be bored, because as I have my eyes open to everything that Newark has to offer, it is quite possibly one of the true gems of our state.
Where do you see the festival going in the future? I know this is the launch of the festival, but where do you hope it goes and what do you see?
Well, I hope it continues, and I think it will. That's the plan, at least, right? And I really do see this. You hate to use an analogy of something that exists and is so successful, like a South by Southwest. And, yeah, it's very similar to that. But, again, this is Jersey style. So I see this growing bigger and bigger. I see more communities outside of these three cities getting involved, and I see major acts wanting to come here and people wanting to travel here from all over the country, if not the world, because we're about to show them what Jersey is all about.
And one of my favorite bands performing at North to Shore Festival is Santana. One of my favorite songs of all time, I'm Winning. And we're back on Boogie Nights Radio, and so excited to announce that we're creating Boogie Nights Records to launch very soon. I want to introduce you to, and this song, to everybody, called Tsukiyo, I Love You, featuring Sally O, a very famous, well-known entertainment reporter from Japan, along with Fred Kimmel. Give it a listen.
And we're back on Boogie Nights Radio on Cool 98.3.
Oh, yeah. We're on the line right now with our DJ from Boogie Nights every Thursday night, rocking it out, DJ Dino. Thanks for joining us.
What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Thursday.
Tell us what it's like to work at Boogie Nights nightclub.
I love it. It's high energy all the time. It's great music. It's great people. And I like it as a DJ because you get to hone in on the era that you grew up. Me personally, I grew up with. I'm an 80s baby, so
yeah,
I love the 90s and 2000s. That's what I love.
You know what I think about is each one of our DJs that work Boogie Nights, whether it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, now we're going to start with Wednesdays, have a different style, a different flair, but it always stays true to the brand. What's your method to the madness?
Kind of try to capture the era, I guess, because that's really the essence of Boogie Nights is going, taking a trip back in time, taking a trip back in your youth, and I could be playing a music video and of like a Mentos commercial over top of a song that's going on, it's stuff like that just takes you back to that nostalgic feeling,
Well, you're not just a DJ, you're also a VJ, which is very rare to find these days. There's somebody that's also going to have the audio and video component and stimulate a crowd. How do you combine all of it?
Just through years of just, researching and stuff like that. I mean, I had a passion for it when I first started DJing because I come from the era when MTV actually played music videos,
Me too, yeah.
So, I mean, there used to be the one day a week when they used to just release some of the stuff and you used to wait, come home from school and just wait and see what the video was. And, when I got older and started DJing, I just collected everything just because that was what I loved doing. And then I learned how to edit and take it to the next level, figured out how to do the text to the screen, which the club uses. And it's just, it's just... You could use televisions for like a very immersive experience, take people back in time. Nowadays, with the technology, you can even have it as interactive, which
yes.
is crazy through social media. So it's amazing. I love it.
Your 5 favorite songs you play at Boogie Nights?
Oh, man. I'd have to say on the weekends, I like Spin Me Round. That's a good one. And I love a lot of the disco, but KC's my guy, so I like Get Down Tonight, stuff like that, and I like 90s night. Man, anything from like the 90s New York era.
Yes.
And you're a big New York guy too, so I know you're big on Mary J. So I'll just say Mary J. Blige.
That's right. That's my homegirl.
Talk
Yeah,
about
I
her all
know
the
that's your
time.
homegirl.
Well, we went to high school together.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun up in this dancery. We got your own
just party with me. Let loose and set your body free. Leave your situations at the door. So when you step inside, jump on the floor.
Let's get it crunk up on in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolating while you're waiting, so just dance for me.
It's only gonna be about a matter of time before you get loose and start to lose your mind. Cop you a drink, go ahead and rock your eyes, cause we're celebrating no more drama in our lives. With the great track pumping, everybody's jumping. Go ahead and twist your back and get your body bumping. I told you leave your situations at the door, so grab somebody and get your ass on the dance floor.
Let's get it crunk up on up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolating while you're waiting, so just dance for me. Don't need no haters,
No, we don't need no.
just trying to love one another. We just want y'all to have a good time. No more drama in your life. Work real hard to make a dime. If you got beef, your problem, not mine. We all got BS outside. We gonna celebrate all night. Got some fun tonight, no fight. Turn that trade track way up high. Making you dance all night, and I got some real heat for you this time. Doesn't matter if you're white or black. Let's get drunk 'cause Mary's back. Let's get drunk up on up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolating while you're waiting, so just dance for me. Let's get it crunk up on up in this dancery. We got y'all open, now you're floating, so you got to dance for me. Don't need no hateration, holleration in this dancery. Let's get it percolating while you're waiting.
This summer, we're giving you an extra night of boogie in the mix Wednesdays with the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Service industry specials include free admission, $6 call drinks, $5 domestic or imported beer, discounted VIP service, and free parking with $100 spend or more. For VIP reservations, go to BoogieNightsAC.com.
Thanks so much for joining us on Boogie Nights Radio. On behalf of SoVal and Dave Pena, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the dance floor at Tropicana Atlantic City Boogie Nights.
boogie night. If you wanna boogie, boogie night.